Welcome back to my channel. I've got some friend mail here. Thank you so much, Chris. I love the shadows. That was so very kind of you to send these gorgeous shadows to me by Laura Geller. Guys, they are all baked shadows, and look at this palette that Chris was so kind enough to send. I used them yesterday. I used a few of the colors and the staying power over my favorite eyeshadow primer. I don't know how anybody can not wear an eyeshadow primer when they have so many eyeshadows on their eyelids and then expect it to stay all day. That's great if it does stay for you, but I need a really nice primer. It's kind of like if you're painting something, you want to prime it first before going in with any nice color of paint. That way it adheres better and it wears better. Kind of like the secretary desk I'm pointing at. I painted that in November, or no, I think early December. But I will say though, I didn't have to use a primer on that, but because I used a chalk paint. But if it were any other kind of paint, I would have had to prep and prime it, okay? To me, eyeshadow is no different. It's paint, it's pigment. You want it to last, okay? Now getting back into the beautiful shadows from Laura Geller. These are amazing. And you guys, if you have used that, it's like a kit. It's like 5 or 8 pieces in the kit, or it's like a palette. It's a face palette. You know, they have the foundation, they have the highlighter, they have some eyeshadows. Let me know if you've tried that. It's been out a while. I've been seeing it, you know, anytime I scroll, it's right there. They haven't shown it as much lately, but I'm interested in trying more of the Laura Geller products, and the eyeshadows, baked eyeshadows from her, you can't beat them. I like the Milani baked blushes. Now those are really nice. Those have been around for years, and I like those. I'm not sure. I'm at my new makeup desk, and the drawer pulls out so nice, and then I've got 5 compartments. They are separated, and it rolls so nicely. You can hear it kind of, whoops, that was something that clanged in a drawer, but it is so nice, and it's a nice shiny finish. It's white. I'll have to show you sometime, like a beauty room tour. But it's got also some clear lucite handles. Those are the handles. It's wonderful. So where was I? Talking about the baked eyeshadows. Those are great. And then I went in talking about the primers. Yeah, so I'm all about a good eyeshadow primer. And if you have a favorite primer that you use under your favorite eyeshadow, let me know, because I'm always on the hunt for a good eyeshadow primer. Okay, of course, you know, Smashbox, the usual. Every beauty line has a primer. I can't even tell you which one. Moira, that's the one I'm currently using. I've been using that for some months. That one is really good. And it's got like a nice little applicator, doe foot applicator. And I thought it was around here, but. So as much makeup as I have in these drawers now, right now, I've been spending time organizing it. I still have quite a bit more in another section of my beauty room. So I'm trying to just consciously pare down, think about what I have, what I'm not using, and am I really utilizing that product as best I can. Conscious consumerism 25, that's what I'm going to start practicing right now. Okay. No, I started in probably late last year, late fall, winter, but it is really a good feeling. Also, I've been paring down with things, you know, it could be collectibles, like say the items behind me, Yeah, you might think, "Oh, she's got a full house of collectibles." Yeah, I do. But it's also a great feeling. Purge your home every now and then. I've already started in the kitchen. You know, if you have multiple rooms in your home, which you do, there's so many, the bathroom, you know, closets, clothing, everything. Just start small. Like I started in the kitchen the first of the year. And we have a drawer and it's just kind of household items and, you know, an egg separator and, you know, that frother for all those little drinks you've made. But I don't really make them as much anymore. Things like that, just chuck it. Just let it go. And you have a much cleaner kitchen drawer for that when you do. But if you really want to do something like watch what you're purchasing, you have to want to do it first, and then the rest comes naturally. I want to pare down. I've been on a minimalist journey, I haven't said this, since 2016. I came across a YouTuber, Minimalist Melody. I don't think she does much on her channel anymore, but that was my first taste of minimalism. Watching her beautifully edited YouTube videos and her cat Pat and living her best life, and now she has her pilot's license. But her videos really inspired me to start that minimalist journey. Okay, you know, people could say, yeah, you've got the short hair, you got a basic turtleneck on tonight. Nice segue into that. I didn't plan my outfit, but yeah, I do believe less is more in many cases in life, whether it be, you know, your style of clothing. You know, I don't need ruffles all the way, or, you know, I've grown and evolved in my style of dress. Hair, I had hair almost to my elbow when I had the big chop. But that was when I was 12 years old going into junior high that fall. So in many areas of my life, even when I was younger, I kind of started that minimalist thing without knowing, okay? I didn't know anything about minimalism then, but you can really free yourself of not just physical clutter, but of mental clutter. You might think, what is that? Free your mind. When I walk into a room in my home and it's free of things like, say, on the bed or on the dresser, and it's just nice, clean surface. Your kitchen, you love a clean kitchen. Everybody does. When those countertops are just practically bare. I know we do have some appliances on them, but when everything is just pristine and you walk in there and you're like, the less things that I see on my kitchen countertops, it's just a visual thing. It just, when I see less, I just feel so much more calm, and clutter can just really bring you down. And now with makeup, I think that's why a lot of YouTubers do the decluttering of their makeup, because they have literally hundreds to thousands of pieces of makeup, whether that be foundation, mascara, the works, you know, the blush. The palettes take up, you know, a lot of room, but I, you know, have places for my palettes. But I think what it is with the decluttering for me is I don't want all of that to prove, okay, I've got a lot of makeup. Having all that makeup doesn't define you. Yes, I enjoy good quality. I prefer high-end makeup if I can. I'll even do drugstore, of course. I love makeup just like anyone else. But I am finding what's really important are effective items in my collection. Is it really doing anything for me? You know, I bought these beautiful, this is just a drugstore palette I showed on my last video. And are they really, really that good? Do they really deliver? And this one actually does in terms of the pigment and everything. I really like it. So yeah, this is definitely a keeper. But I just want to say that when you do pare down, like I said, anything in your home, you will just really feel more. It's almost like a therapeutic cleansing for me, if you really want to know. And it just feels so good. And just to see those items that I no longer really, okay, say you buy something, you get it home, you try it on, it might be a foundation or something, and you're like, darn, it's not really what I expected. That's okay. That happens to everyone. I have dozens of items where it was like it fell short of my expectations. No big deal. You can either return it, keep it, or give it away, right? And when I declutter and purge, I have 3 bags: keep, donate, and what was the other one? Keep and donate, and then just, I can't even remember the third one. But I either keep it, I donate it, or there's another one, or, give it away. Give. Like give to, say, a family member or friend. Okay, keep, donate, and give. That's good, because donations for us mean, take it to the Goodwill or something like that. We do have a place where we go and they're like, hey, you again? Yep, give me my slip. It's a write-off, That's what we do. And that's like for clothing and household things like that, not makeup. I don't think they would accept used makeup at the Goodwill. So those are just things that you're either stuck with, or you just chuck it in the trash, or maybe you give it to somebody, a family member. Of course, I wouldn't give it to a friend, but, like my sister, she's like, let me try the eyeshadow, okay, do the sanitizing, get the alcohol out. She says we're family, but still, I'm kind of type A when it comes to eyeshadows. This is my palette, and my palette alone. I am not going to share it with anyone. I don't want to use their products. I was taught early on, do not use your friend's mascara, eyeshadow, things like that, because that's just setting yourself up for some trouble, like an eye infection or something. But yeah, I don't want this video to go too long. But my journey has really been great. Although, I do say family, if you have a family, like I have a husband and daughter, your family may not be into minimizing as much as you, but you all just work together. But my family members do clean out periodically. It's great. We've taught our daughter, clean out your drawers, get rid of things that are too small for you. You're not using them anymore, and that's great. So we have a family of minimalists. Not really. We are not extreme minimalists or anything by any means, but it's just really good to get rid of those things that no longer bring you joy. I'm sure you've heard of that. If something that you literally hold in your hand, if it doesn't bring you joy anymore, if you're just not feeling that item like you once did, it's okay to let it go. Makeup is a good place to start if you do find yourself a little overwhelmed with what you purchased in the past few years. Now remember, expiration dates. Few years, that's 36 months. A lot of these say 12 months. So guys, just let it go. It's okay. And really, you just want to keep a lot of stuff out of the landfill if you can. So there are places where things can be reused and recycled. And there is a Facebook group that we joined, and in our community, it's for our city and some neighboring cities, a couple of other cities. And you can post in this group. It's really interesting. Say you have something like a basket that you're no longer using, those little storage baskets. And I'm just using that as an example. And You don't want to throw it away because it's still nice. It looks cute. You purchased it. It's more for aesthetic purposes in your house, and now you have changed your home decor. Okay, you're going into a different color or style. That's fine. You can take a picture of it, post it in our little neighborhood group, and then other people within our group can comment under that photo and say, I could come and pick that up. Now, you may not want a total stranger coming to your home, but what we do, our neighborhood is great. We can just set it outside of, like, say, our garage door, or in the driveway. You don't have to have contact with the person picking it up, which is nice because, I could be out shopping and then I could just put the item, like in a bag or something, and then they would just pick it up at a certain time. They can text you or use Messenger on Facebook, and they usually say, I'm on my way. I could be there within 30 minutes or so, even less. And then I say, fine, I'll have it set out, or I could say, I'm on my way out. It'll be, right in front of our garage door. So that's another way that you can, purge your belongings, things that you're not using anymore, but you don't really want to just, throw them in the trash, maybe if they're perfectly good. So there's ways that you can manage that clutter and just free yourself, really. I know it may sound corny, but it's true. I love a good organized closet. My gosh, that is always my goal, to maintain it that way. It's not always easy. So with that being said, everyone, have a great day or evening wherever you're at, and I will see you on my next video.